What's up, Royals? I'm yours truly, King Chris. Welcome back to my channel. Today's message is let your faith be bigger than your fear. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. You see that? You get that? All right, but before we go any further, please make certain that you subscribe, like, share, ring the bell, thumbs up. That's what's up. All right, so let's motivate one another. And today I am drinking Folgers coffee. The Folgers coffee, and this is actually the natural caramel Folgers coffee. I normally drink the Starbucks or the Dunkin' Donuts when I'm at home coffee, but when I went into the store, I couldn't find it, and I was kind of like aggravated and just really ready to go. So that's what I end up with, but it's really tasty. And of course, I added some creamer to it. So, all right. So today's message, let your faith be bigger than your fear. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. We're going to go through trials. We're going to go through obstacles. We're going to go through different things in life. We was never promised that this life was going to be easy for us, yo. They never said that not one time that our life was going to be easy. But they damn sure enough didn't tell us that our life was going to be as hard as it is sometimes. But the thing is, you have to have that faith. You have to stay motivated. You have to surround yourself with positive people. Don't matter what the situation is, surround yourself with positive people. You can always take that negative situation and find something good out of it. You might not can't find it in the time that you're going through the situation, but there is some goodness out of it. And one thing that in life is that sometimes we're so afraid to keep trying. We're so afraid to walk away from certain situations until we're just like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to stay in the situation that I'm in now. And sometimes that situation that we're in now, it keeps us in that generation of curses. We got to learn to grow. We got to learn to break out of it. We got to let that faith be bigger than that fear. That fear if I fail, that fear of what if I can't do it, that fear of what if I'm not good enough, that fear that I may not be pretty enough, I may not be handsome enough. We have to let those fears go. And we have to keep trying, keep fighting, never giving up. And we got to understand that we're going to go through some things in life. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. That's just a part of life. That's something that is going to happen. It's reality. And when I think about this topic, it takes me to the Hebrew brothers in the Bible. The fire furnace story in the Bible. Meshach and Abednego. When they walked across the fire. When they walked across the furnace fire. The significant thing in that story that I really love so much about in that story is that in that story, they are so brave. They had so much faith that they were going to be safe, that they were going to be okay. Their faith led them across that fire. They wasn't burned. They wasn't scorched. But the significant thing about that in that story is what we don't hear them say is that they felt the heat. They felt the heat of that fire, but their faith kept them going. So what that is to say is that we're going to have trials. We're going to have tribulations. We're going to feel that heat in the moment. But where's your faith to get through it? Where's your belief in yourself that you can do it? Not giving up, fighting. Where is it at? That's what we got to do. And doing that fight, doing that fear, we got to surround ourselves with people that love us. We got to surround ourselves with people that is positive, not negative. That's what we got to do. And we got to realize that every day is not going to be a happy day. We're going to cry. We're going to fall. We're going to fight along the way. But we have to let that fear that we have inside of here, we have to let that fear be minor because of our faith is greater. We got to realize when we are weak, we're strong if we have that faith. When one door closes, somebody tells you no, don't give up. Don't walk away. If it's something that you want, you keep fighting, because they say one door closes in my faith is going to carry me to that next door. It doesn't care how long it may take me to get to that door, but when I get to that door, it's going to be okay because that blessing is for me. It's for me. Some of y'all out here, you've been fighting for a long time. You've been struggling for a long time. But it's time now to have your faith. It's time now to think about those Hebrew brothers. When they walk through that fire furnace, they felt the heat, but their faith, they just was able to keep on going. So that's what we got to do. We got to endure. We got to fight. We can't stop fighting. We can't, guys. And we got to surround ourselves with meaningful people in our life. People that even though we are going to have some negative in our life, we're all going to be negative sometimes. But the thing is, you have to surround yourself with people who do not define your negativity as you. People that find your negativity as things that can help you grow, that can make you better than what you are. That's what we got to do. If it's that job that you want, you own that job. You pray about that job. You have your faith that that job right there that you want, that it's for you. You got to fight. Let that fear be minor. Let that faith be bigger. That's what we got to do, my friends. That's what we got to do. We just got to get ourselves together. We got to continue to fight for what you want. You can't give up. You can't. It's going to be struggles. We're going to cry. We're going to fall. We may even leave or lose some of our so-called friends along the way on this journey of life. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because what we got to do is we got to decide if the fight is worth fighting for what you want. This life is not given to us with a silver spoon. It's not. Some of y'all may have gotten where y'all gotten by yourself. That's okay. I'm not talking to you. This message is not for you. But for the ones that know that you have not gotten where you at now on your own, if it wasn't from God, you don't know where you'll be. I'm talking to you right now. And I'm talking to you and I'm telling you to encourage someone else to keep fighting. Encourage someone else not to give up. Guys, sometimes it's just simply a hug. It's simply a smile. It's just simply a handshake. You don't know what that would do for a person. You don't know what that would do for a person. You can't give up the fight. Their fear, you got to throw it out the window, and you got to let that faith be greater. You got to get on your knees and you got to pray about it and leave it at the altar. And that altar can be wherever you decide to pray it, because you don't always have to get on your knees and pray. You can pray while you're driving in your car. You can pray while you're dressing. You can pray while you're walking through the store, through the mall, at work. We got to get back to the basics, and that's prayer. We got to get back to the basics of loving one another. We got to get back to the basics, knowing that sometimes this situation right here is so full of negativity that I got to walk away from it because I need positive people in my life. I need positive influences in my life. Some of those old buddies, homegirls, homeboys, you may have to let go because you're not going to get where you need to go because they're going to continue to drag you back. Some of these people that we hang with, some of these people that we talk to every day, if we was those Hebrew brothers, we would never make it across. We would never make it across because sometimes the minds of other people are so evil, are so demonic. It holds you back from being focused. It holds you back from trying. It held you back from doing what you know is right. We got to let them go. You got to let them go. You got to let them go. We got to stay positive. And like I say, we're going to go through things, guys. In life, that's what it is. Some people have a perfect life. That's fine. Hey, that's what's up. I'm not knocking you. Like I told you on this channel, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to make like I'm this sanctified and holy person. Like I told you, the one thing that I do know that have always worked for me in my life is prayer. So prayer, faith, and just remember, whatever you're going through, keep yourself focused on the positivity. Keep yourself focused and remember the Hebrew brothers' story. They walked through the fire of the furnace because they had faith and they believed. They felt the heat. They don't talk about it, but they felt that heat. But their faith was so strong for them to get across. So whatever it is that you want, if it's a strong thing and you really want it, you might have to work a little harder. You might have to put a little bit more time in it, but don't give up. Keep focused and walk across that furnace. Walk across that fire. It's okay if you feel the heat. The heat is the trials and the tribulations, the obstacles that we're going to go through in life. That's what that heat is. But you got to have your determination. You got to believe. You got to pray. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, I'm just the guy that believes in prayer. I'm just the guy that wants to be there for someone when they're down. I want to be able to help you get up. I want to be able to help you continue to fight. That's our message. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. The Hebrew brothers' story. They walked across the fire. Let's walk across it. Let's walk across the furnace. We may have to cry. We may struggle. We may fall short a couple of days. Some people may let us alone. We may have to let some people go, but it's okay because they felt that heat. So that's the heat that we feel each and every day in life. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. Until we meet again, I'm yours truly, King Chris. May God bless.